Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a review of Nendoroid Okabe from Steins. Something a little different, as I don't usually review Japanese figures. I've only done two in the past, and that is the Figma version of this character and the Figma Kuritsugu, who pops up in nearly every video as one of the size comparison figures because I love him so much. So anyway, today we're going to be looking at the Nendoroid version of Okabe. If you don't know what Nendoroids are, they are little Japanese, collectible Japanese figures, and they're like little chibi versions. So the head is really big, they got little stumpy bodies, and they're adorable. That's about it. They do come with accessories and extra parts, so you can do these different poses. But they're basically the same as Figmas, but they are also a little bit different in how they work. So I have opened this before, but it's literally just to have a closer look at the figure. I haven't properly had a fiddle with him to see how, how his accessories work and all that kind of stuff. So at the moment, this is a review, but also a first impressions video. So let's get him open. So like I said, I have already opened him, so the tape seal has been broken. Doesn't mean the box is any easier to open though. Let's get him out. So you get the instructions. I also need the base out of here. Come on, base. Come on. There we go. So I'll just shove that back in there. So it comes with the Nendoroid base, which your figure, if you have Nendoroids, if you collect them, you know that Nendoroids are really bad at standing up without their bases. Figmas, if they're in a very basic, standing still pose, Figmas can at least stand without their base. Nendoroids, however, cannot, because they're so top heavy. So that's the base. It's full of little holes for you to plug the stand into. Yeah, so that's the stand. I believe the smaller hole is the one that goes into the back of the figure. And I can't see because of the bubble wrap. So I'm going to put the base to the side for a minute. Let's get him out. Now for Japanese figures, I do keep my boxes, so this box will not be going in the bin. Here he is. We'll just put his accessories off to the side. So here he is. Here's a little tiny Okabe, and he is adorable. And was I right in saying the small hole goes into his back? Oh god, that doesn't even look like it'll fit. That doesn't even look like it's going to fit. The big one, it definitely doesn't. But yes, it's the small peg that goes into the back of the figure. So there we go. So I'll just pop the stand onto the base. So that's what the base looks like all put together. And we'll go back to the figure. So here he is looking adorable. So we'll take a closer look at the face. The face on these Nendoroids are done really well. The faces are done so good. You can easily tell that's an anime character's face. Then again, they even do faces like this for their live action, like Nendoroids that are based on live action characters, because I believe they've done, they've recently announced Thor and Loki from the Avengers, and they've got little adorable anime faces. So we've got all of his spiky hair, and his little lab coat. There's no posability in the lab coat, so it's just always flared out like this, as if there's a fan underneath him. And we got his little stumpy legs and his little tiny feeties, which is another reason why these guys cannot stand without their base. Because, I mean, yeah, the feet just do not provide enough surface area. Also, sorry if you hear any background noise, like banging or whirring or anything. I think the neighbours are doing a little bit of housework. So, before we get into the accessories, I'll show you a bit of the articulation. The head is on a peg, so you can look up and down and side to side. You can sort of reposition the peg a little bit so the head goes, so he tilts his head rather than just looking from side to side. His arms can go all the way around. They can do a full 360. They also come off, but that is for, we'll get into that in a little bit. The hands can also rotate full 360 and can also come off for reasons that I'll get to later. He has a little tiny waist swivel, and his legs can go forward that far and back that far. There's nothing on the feet because they're so small, there is no point. Yeah, I like his little belt. So that's the basic articulation done on him. And if I just quickly pull his head off, you can see that's what the joint in the head looks like. So it's a peg, but then if you rotate the peg, you can sort of do it so he would be able to tilt his head. Oh my god, I've just noticed that the peg has a smiley face on it. Is that the good? I think that's the Good Smile logo. Yeah, it's the Good Smile Company logo that's on the peg. So there we go. There's the Good Smile Company. There's a little smiley face. So yeah, that is the Good Smile Company logo that is on the peg. Is it on both sides? No, it's just on that side. So you could have it like that, and that'd be his little tiny head. But no. We'll put that back around there, and we'll do that. Right, so here are all his accessories. So as you can see, we have a bottle of, no, they're all going to fall out as soon as I do that. Yep. So we'll just take them out. We'll just take them all out. The only thing that didn't fall out is the bottle. There we go. So, his first accessory is a bottle of Dr. Pepper. Because as you know, if you have seen the anime, at least I haven't played the visual novel. I do have it though, but I haven't played it. But if you've watched the anime, you'll know he's obsessed with Dr. Pepper. But in the anime, because of copyright, in the anime the drink is called Mr. Pepper. But on this figure, it's called Dr. People. Why is it called Dr. People? You could have just kept it as Mr. Pepper. Unless it's called Dr. People in the visual novel. Yeah, in the game. But I'm pretty sure this is based off his anime look rather than his visual novel book. Because obviously the visual novel is all art pictures, whereas the anime is obviously animated. So this is obviously more based on his anime version, so they could have easily, put this as Mr. Pepper. So there. So he's got a little tiny bottle of Dr. Pepper. That's his only accessory, really. He's got this spare hand that's holding a lightsaber. Now, I've only seen the anime once. Both normal Steins Gate and Steins Gate Zero. I've only seen them once. This is based off just season 1 of Steins Gate, so normal Steins Gate. I don't remember him ever holding a lightsaber. If I just get the Figma accessories, I do remember him having this laser gun, having the ray gun. I do not remember him having a lightsaber, but it's kind of cool that he has one. He also has this hand that's holding his phone. The Figma also has the phone hand. You see the phone is done quite nicely. The phone is obviously off, because whenever he makes phone calls, the phone is always off. But it's got some nice details. You've got all the buttons done in. Also, there's no paint for the individual numbers, because that would just be ridiculous detail. And then the back of the phone's been moulded in. See? Also, you might have noticed that some of these hands don't really have fingers. They just look like little mitten hands. That's just for the cuteness. We have this arm. This is a spare arm altogether. Does the hand come off this arm? It does. I'm probably not going to do it though. So this hand, as you see, once again has no fingers, but it does have a little peg. So this is the hand. And then there's a little hole. So this is the hand for holding the bottle of pop. I'm going to try and put that in his hand. Because once it's in this hand, I'm not taking it out. But I want it to go all the way into the hand first, before I can say I'm happy with how it's positioned. There we go. So here we go, this is the hand for holding the bottle. It's just on a peg, so there's no way that's going to fall off. It's on quite a nice tight peg as well. And we have these two arms, which are for... oh, wrong way around. These two hands are for his mad scientist poses. Hyoin Kyoma pose, which is like his... if you literally just Google the Steins Gate pose, you'll see the pictures. You'll know what I mean. And we also have these arms, which are pocket arms. So you can see they're just moulded that. It looks like he's got a little glove on. That's so when the arm is on the body, it looks like he's got his hands in his pockets. He also comes with two extra faces. So the face he has at the moment is just his standard staring, unimpressed face. We also have his angry, shouty man scientist face. And we also have a little smug, content face. Now to change the faces, I'm going to have to rip his head off again. To change the faces, like with the Figmas, you just pull the front part of the hair off, and then just wiggle the face off. And then you just pop the new face on. So we're giving him his angry, shouty, mad scientist face. And then just pop the hair back on. There we go. And then just pop the head back on. And now he's an angry, shouty, mad scientist. Now, for the sake of the arms, I'm just once again taking the head off, because the giant heads can get in the way a little bit. So I'm going to take the hands off. The arms off even. And I'm going to give him his pocket arms. So there we go. So if I pop the head back on, he's angry and shouty, but he's got his hands in his pockets. If I take one arm off and put the normal straight arm back on, but take the hand out and put that arm in, and he's got his little lightsaber, which is adorable. Oh. Yeah, Nendoroids can be a little bit of work. Can be a bit hard work to get these different poses. So let's give him his bottle. Come on, arm, go in. There we go. So now here's his bottle of pop. Or soda if you're American, but it's pop. So yeah, you can get them into a variety of different poses, but you just need, you just need to be able to work with the pieces you have. So now if I take this hand off here and put the phone hand in, but then I'll also need to change his face. I'll put his smug face on. You're not gonna... this face doesn't want to go on for some reason. There we go. There we go. There's more work going on outside. I wish they'd stop. So if I put this arm on, like so. Put the arm on first. And put the head on. And then put that, oh. Sort of swivel the arm around a little bit. And there we go. He's now on the phone. He's now on the phone talking to absolutely no one. Right. For now, though, I want to put him in his mad scientist pose. I believe this arm goes... Is that the top arm? Does this arm go up or down? That arm goes down. That one goes down. We got this one. That arm goes up. And then we need to switch the face to the angry shouty face again. Yeah, once you've swapped the pieces on Figmas and Nendoroids out a few times, it does become a lot easier to do it because you just sort of loosen them up. So, there we go. Now we have the classic Steins Gate look for him. Now I'm going to just shove the accessories to the side because it is time to put him on his base. If he wants to go on it. Go on. All the way on. That'll do. There we go. So there he is, stood on his base. It just plugs into his back. I'm not putting it in any further than that. It doesn't really need to. Yeah. So his feet are now nicely on the floor. We'll just move that out of the way so there is nothing in view apart from him. So yeah, and we'll get into a few size comparisons. So here he is with the World of Nintendo Fox McCloud figure. If I put him on his base so they're at the same standing height, Fox is finally bigger than a figure. It's not very often that this little fox is bigger than any of the figures that I review. He's usually at least the one that's shorter. And then here he is, the little Nendo with Funtime Foxy. And obviously I usually use Figma Karitsugu for the size comparisons, but this time I'm going to use Figma Okabe because it suits it. So there he is, the Figma with his Nendoroid counterpart. There we go, let me get rid of that and bring him back over here. So yeah, this is a very cool figure. I love it. I had this on pre-order since some point last year. I think it was August last year I had him on pre-order. And then I paid for him a couple of weeks ago and got him last Thursday. Well, he officially arrived last Wednesday, but I got a customs charge on him, so I went to pick him up on Thursday. So I've had him for just under a week. Tomorrow I will have had him for a full week. And despite having him for a week, today is the first day I've properly been able to fiddle with him. Just because I've been busy doing stuff, so he's just been sat in his box in my room till today, just waiting to be reviewed, waiting to be released from the box. So yeah, he's a cute little figure. Nendoroids aren't for everyone because they're not super posable. You know, they're not like Figmas. They're not covered in joints. So yeah, but they're still cute. But anyway, that is my review of Nendoroid Okabe from Steins Gate. For some reason, this is the Hyoin Kiyoma version, so like the Mad Scientist version. So maybe at some point we're going to get like a Steins Gate 0 version of him, where he's wearing his black suit. He's wearing, you know, where he's wearing all his black clothes. That would be cool. I would honestly prefer a Figma version of that. So, yeah, this guy. I prefer a Figma version of that before a Nendoroid. But yeah, the fact that they've had to actually put Hoin Kiyoma version just kind of suggests that there's going to be another version of him released at some point. But at the moment, this is the only one available as far as I know. So yeah, so that was my review of Nendoroid Okabe. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I shall see you all in the next video, whatever that will be. Bye!